Hello and welcome to Modern Toy Fair. This week we are canceling pre-orders. I'm your host, Mr. Modern Toy Fair, and I am joined by the founder of the Neck Illuminati, the delayer of shipments, the procrastinator of pre-orders, my YouTube wife, Jarmar_games. But that's not all. I'm also joined by the man Modern Toy Fair has full custody over. The man Optimus Prime popped and he refuses to stop. The Twilight Knight, the Master of Mac, the three-pump chump of taking the show off the rails, Nate. How are you guys doing?
What up?
Doing pretty
I'm
good.
doing okay. I am getting over an illness.
Oh.
I did not have the Panazoic ooze.
That's good.
But
Oh.
yeah.
That's what I was just gonna ask you.
I did not feel great over the last several days. I still have some chest congestion, so I may occasionally cough. I will try and mute myself if I catch myself ahead of time. Otherwise, I've got lots of water, so you'll see me drinking.
Alrighty.
Sounds good. Sounds good. How are you doing, Michael?
I am adjusting to now looking over here instead of over there because I finally figured out how to flip my screen in OBS. So it's going to be interesting for me to get used to this.
I just want you to know, like, I totally listened to what you were just saying, but I wanted to do The Rock. It doesn't matter how you feel, but like I had to fight the urge because you answered seriously.
Yeah, I gave
So
you a real
like,
answer
right,
instead of just like the generic "I'm doing well." Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna.
You'll have to rain check that one, I guess. Oh man. But yeah. Anyway, so we're canceling pre-orders this week. We're gonna go through our Big Bad Toy Store pre-order lists and see what kind of ridiculous shit we have kind of FOMO pre-ordered in order to make sure we get it, and what shit we don't really need and are going to probably cancel or wait till they go to charge and then be like, yeah, I don't need that, and cancel anyway. And then get algorithmed out of ever getting things on time. So first things first, let's go around the table in how many pre-orders each of us have. I'll start first. I have 61 things on my main or my original Big Bad Toy Store like order list.
So I guess I kind of wish we would have known slightly ahead of time because I am so shocked that you have so many things on your list.
You both were.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think I don't know about you, Nate, but I definitely am not that high just because, well, one, true to my name, I am the canceller of pre-orders and procrastinator of pre-orders too as well, but I think more recently now I've just learned to cancel it. So my list is a lot shorter, especially because it's between two different websites mainly. But Big Bad Toy Store has me in the hole for like 9 items right now. Or 8
9?
items,
That's
8
it?
items. 8 items. 8 items. And you'll get why a lot of these are going to be on the chopping block once we start talking about
Well, yeah,
them.
they're probably all NECA things that you're going to find at the store weeks before they
No,
don't
so
ship.
surprisingly, well, okay. Yes and no, but it's another company. Also, then I have like another like 4 to 5 things at Good Smile, and then just one thing at Ami Ami. So yeah, not as extravagant as your
I mean,
list.
my Ami Ami list is probably at least 20 deep.
So this is gonna turn into a toy therapy for you, Michael.
Well, here's the
Surprise.
thing. Here's the thing. We'll let Nate go to tell us how many
Yeah,
he
let's-
has, and then I'll just. Uh-oh.
Wait, where'd you?
So now let me log into Big Bad Toy Store because that's what it wasn't letting me do. That's how I knew I was like, something's up.
Yeah, we were mid sentence. Also, you dropped, and we're like, oh, guess he doesn't want to reveal what his his
Well,
Twitter list is.
maybe.
He's like, my wife might actually listen to the podcast. I can't do that.
Like, I gotta turn this one off.
Yeah, he's
Incognito
like, oh, no,
mode.
sorry guys.
No, I think the Big Bad Toy Store people probably cut me off because they're like, don't do it. You got good standing. Don't do it.
they
better
heard
not
about
cancel.
the podcast episode. There was like, no man, he's our one guy who we can always rely on actually buying his shit.
Yeah. I currently have 34.
Damn, I'm shocked that you're so much further late than me.
Yeah, I did have quite a bit, but I did go through and kind of prune it a few months ago. So
I think that's
we'll take a look.
The thing is, you guys both recently went through and killed off a bunch of pre-orders. My lazy ass just went and put in a old expired credit card that I don't use anymore, and it's like that way I'll get the notification that it didn't go through, and I can kind of get rid of it as I go. Because I don't want to have to go through 61 pages or 61 pre-orders.
Yeah. Let the record show I actually do receive a lot of my stuff that I ordered through Big Bad. But I do pre-order stuff that I don't keep. So, and this will be a good chance to review what I've recently ordered and see what's going on with it, because who knows. I will say I like a lot of my Hasbro stuff though, like G.I. Joe Classified and Star Wars Vintage Collection and stuff. Most of that is going to be done at Hasbro Pulse. So that's why some
free shipping, or is it just because?
Yeah, I get free shipping, and the price is usually like $1 or $2 lower, or something like that. So,
which is surprising.
Yeah,
but fair.
You paid for Pulse, so you got to use that, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay, so for me to justify my 61 pre-orders real quick. So
I mean, listen, man. At one point, I had over 150.
I know. That's why I really expect you to still be closer to me, even after cleaning yours up. So that's why I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, I use Big Bad Toy Store as backup for everything. For my Marvel Legends, for NECA, for my Mafex stuff, for figure art stuff. So especially Mafex, I have all of that pre-ordered through AmiAmi. However, for some reason whatsoever, AmiAmi isn't able to, give me my pre-order. Knock on wood. I want to have a backup just in case, or if it's a situation where I get it and there's a problem, or I suddenly that figure is super hard to get because it's sold out, I'd have a second one as a backup in case something breaks and I don't want to have to pay $300 for it. Like when I got Gambit and he fell off my desk and broke his wrist peg, and then I had to hunt down another one. So there's multiple reasons why I have so many. But just as soon as I opened it, my orders, there's a notification saying please resolve payment issue. Because they're trying to charge me for the Dark Knight Returns Superman. And I'm like, well, I already have him and he's all set, so I don't need another one. Thank you though. Us going through my first page here, I've got a random Mythic Legions, which is probably something where I wanted some of the weapons for some custom that I'm probably not going to do now. I've got my backup Batman Hush Stealth Jumper, because I was debating on switching out the cape on the other one because it's a little bit too big. I've got the Fury Planet, Wilderness Hunter Crocker. I've got both Last Ronins, which are going to get canceled. I've got some 1/12 scale diorama props of a kitchen set and some chairs and furniture. I've got my NECA gargoyles. I've got NECA Alf, probably because I wanted his accessories. So right off the bat, it's not looking strong.
It's not looking good, man. It's not looking good.
There's probably 3 things on there that are gonna get not get canceled.
So how do you want to go at this? Because I feel like I'm the least entertaining.
Yeah, you've got 9, so let's just knock yours out now.
So I started to do an order, but then actually kind of not, but kind of. So we'll go. Most of this is going to be turtle related. Surprising,
No.
So yeah.
Gasp. I assume it's just all turtles and then Marvel Legends. That's what I assume your pre-order lists look like.
Surprisingly, well, it'll surprise you. So I have the Donnie the Invisible Man. That's obvious. That's basically worst case scenario. I don't get it, but local toy shop has been getting them before. I'm not going to take a chance with the AliExpress on this because I just love the box so much, so I don't want the box to be destroyed. So that's a concern for me, even though I open it. But anyways, so I have that. I have the Punker Don, from Super 7. I have the Slam Dunking Don from Super 7. We'll just continue with Super 7. I have the Warrior Metalhead, the Michelangelo one for Super 7. The Raph, the Space Cadet, which is another Super 7. That's my Super 7. Nope. Okay, maybe not. So then I also have these two are just new additions not new additions, but kind of old, but kind of new. One is new. I have the Notorious B.I.G. Ultimate. I like the idea.
I see you literally pitched the idea, but through Mezco. Months ago when we did that fantasy line. So
I just don't know if I'm gonna follow through with it.
What? Because it's like $55. Is that the deal breaker?
Yeah, I mean that's my biggest hurdle with all of these Ultimates and everything from Super 7 is, at least with the Playmates one, even though some people may say that they're the same, some people would say they're not.
Some people.
At least with that, you do get a ton of accessories, swappable head. It feels like you're getting more value for it. I should finish with the other Super 7 Ultimate that I have is the ODB Ultimate, which I'm surprised it's still on the list because I pre-ordered a while ago. I feel like, and it
hasn't been a year and a half yet.
That's true. So that one's kind of on the list as well, but that's the same thing of these are cool. These are iconic hip hop artists that I would love to have that shelf representation. But I don't know, for $55, maybe 30 it would be a little bit, so those are definitely on cancellation notice. When you hold your icons on your phone and they start to shake with the little X. I don't know if they do that anymore on on the iPhones now, but that's where they're at. But a lot of the other
cancel your pre-orders more often than you delete apps. Is that what you're telling us right now? Because that's all I got from that.
Surprisingly, mostly anytime I get a new phone is when I cultivate my apps. So Super 7 is basically the bulk of my Big Bad Toy Store orders, mainly because I don't get charged right away for them. Mm-hmm. I almost did the Slam Dunking Don through Super 7. Then I realized that shipping is so much more expensive. I know I'm going to keep that. That's obviously Invisible Man probably won't be kept because I'll find it somewhere else first.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. But Punker Don and Slam Dunking Don are those are just absolutes. Another one on here that we just recently did was the Super Saiyan Trunks, which that's got to be a definite because I won't have any other.
Yeah, because we both missed out on fucking Ami because it sold out in seconds.
Yeah, so that's a guarantee. I'm gonna have to leave it there. So those are really my only ones. It's basically the Metalhead, the Raph Space Cadet. That's basically halfway out the door. So I don't know about that one. Have you guys?
You said you had so many Super 7s, considering you were all on board with the rest of us being I'm kind of over Super 7. And
well, I am. I am.
All but a couple of my 9 pre-orders are Super 7 related.
I'm off of it, but only for certain ones, the Warrior Metal. I don't know if you guys know the Warrior Metalhead, the Michelangelo one. It's kind of a repaint of Motorhead of Metalhead. But he's green arms, the shell and stuff is orange. It's really, really cool. I purchased the actual one in box years and years ago for West for Christmas. And I kind of want that figure, but obviously I'm not gonna spend the money to get it the Playmate one, so that's part of the reason. But those are on the list.
Isn't that a super expensive figure now?
Yeah, and it was not. I paid maybe $45 for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so if we ever have a breakup, I'm storming. I'll never forget.
You're gonna take him to court and get a custody battle going for it.
But yes, so that's kind of my list. I guess it's embarrassing enough. That's my it is my Super 7 Big Bad Toy Store. But a lot of stuff that I all the Marvel Legends stuff, I just was you know what? I'll find it. I haven't really had anything where I couldn't get it, and if I didn't, maybe that's the procrastinated or pre-orders. I don't want to pre-order it. I like to shop local. Okay.
That's fair. I mean, it's probably better anyway. Let's be real.
But yeah, that's my Big Bad Toy Store list.
All right, so, Nate, your turn to justify your
Oh, well, yeah. All right. We'll just start from the very beginning, and this one's Final Fantasy VII, Aerith Gainsborough action doll. Not for me.
Okay.
I was like, that seems out of character.
Wait a minute. How did I not know that you were a fan of Final Fantasy VII?
Nope, that's my wife. So
sense.
The first two items are my wife. So the second one is the Pop Courage the Cowardly Dog.
No, also not for you.
So also not for me. Third item. So most likely I'll keep those unless we find Courage somewhere else.
You'll always find Courage if you look within.
Thank you. The next one is the Batman 1989 Dynamic Action Heroes DAH 32, The Joker.
I feel like I know what that is, but I can't place it.
So it looks like it's by Beast Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
So they're like almost 8 inches tall, and they have fabric. So they're a little bigger than Mezco.
Yeah.
So I have the Batman, like it's in my pile of loot. So I'm gonna kind of like I do want it unless I like watch some reviews that say it's horrible. Bad. Yeah,
that's fair.
So yep. Next thing on my list, Silent Hill 112 collective red pyramid thing. Also not for me.
Not for you.
And there's no way it's coming out this month like it's saying it is.
Yeah, it's be lucky if it comes out next year, let alone this month.
Yeah, this one I'll be keeping because also there's a $10 deposit on it.
Yeah,
but not for me. Not for me. Next one, Action Force, Eclipse, Pandora, and Kill Switch. So those are the 3 of the Wave 3. Those are the ladies that our friend of the show, Bobby Valla, was talking about last week, and I want to give them a shot and check them out. So I did pre-order those 3.
Speaking of Bobby Valla, he today in his video he talked about next week he's gonna announce the holiday.
Awesome. Yeah. I am definitely keeping one of these for sure. Will I get all 3? I don't know. We'll see. Next thing up, Toy Collector Magazine, issue 1, because I got issue 2.
Wait,
so I pre-ordered.
You can get that through Big Bad?
Yeah.
Fuck, I had no clue. I've actually got it.
Yep.
So it's not like a regular magazine subscription?
It is, but I subscribed and I got issue 2 as my first issue, and so I ordered issue 1, and they're getting them. So so I ordered issue 1. $14.99. Okay. That's how much they are.
It's not terrible, but it's not great.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
I mean, it's a magazine. It's a perfect bound, nice quality color. You know, it's something you're gonna keep. It's not something you're gonna read and throw away.
Yeah.
So it's good stuff.
Here's the problem: I'm probably not gonna read it to begin with, let alone.
See, yeah, I do. I find that stuff interesting.
I'm not saying I find that stuff interesting.
You just can't read.
Yeah,
maybe someone will read the book to him.
Yeah, I need you. Here's what we'll do, Nate. I'll come over and you can read the book to me while you feed me mac and cheese.
Oh, okay. All right, that works. Next item on the list, the Nope Star Lasso Experience Alien Viewer plush. Also not for me.
I'd say, it doesn't sound like a.
But I'm really intrigued.
Yeah, you can get a little plush of the fake aliens. You know, the ones they dress up as.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of the actual, and I was very confused.
Yeah, but my kid is a huge Nope fan, so that's on order for him. And then the last thing on my first page, the Action Force Swarm reissue. So
the first one they did before the Scarabs. Okay.
Yep. So I definitely wanted to get one of those, so I have that on order.
Oh man. Well, so far it sounds like you have a better chance of not getting algorithmed by your first page than I do. Because even going to my second page, I'm looking through it. I've got more Naked Gargoyles. I've got the variant for the Fury Planet Wilderness Hunter Crocodile. I've got the Mofex, Cyclops in the blue with the X. I think it's X Factor. I've got X-Force Wolverine and Deadpool from Mofex. I've got the Action Heroes Dark Side, which that one I might keep. I've also got the Dynamic Action Heroes, Batman Who Laughs, Mafex Nightwing, Mafex Storm, Mafex Magneto. So it's page 2. Once again, not looking great. This is why I had to make a secondary account, just so I can make sure the things that I like, Trunks and Vegeta are on this one. They're on my secondary account because I have those. I had those with my retro Scorpion and my retro Phoenix, because I'm like, I'll really bless you.
So this is gonna be like like when you make a new email address because you got too much junk in it,
yeah,
and then the new email gets overwhelmed with junk, and you're like, well, shit.
Well, no, because I
have two junk.
See, I'm being a lot more less
selective,
frivolous with my pre-ordering of things, and not like for instance those Barnyard Commandos. I was like super excited when we did the news for them, and then I was like, I don't fucking need these, and canceled them. Saw them in person at a con the other day, and they look really cool. Glad I didn't keep them though, because I had zero use for them. Because they even seem a little bit big to go with like Super 7 Turtles, especially now that I don't have Super 7 Turtles.
Which I'd just like to interject that not doing the news anymore has helped with my pre-order cancellation. Because I'm like, ooh, give me that. Oh no.
Yeah. I will say page 3 is more promising, because I've got the what is this? I don't know what company this is. It's the Naughty or Nice collection Santa Claus.
Oh,
figures.
Don't you think like they should have been out by now? Like
they were supposed to be. They were supposed to be out before this Christmas,
right.
But now it just says fourth quarter, and I'm a little salty about it.
Yeah, because you're gonna get them in January.
Yeah, kind of annoyed by that, because that was gonna be my Christmas card. But yeah, I've got like the accessory packs, Santa. I've got Robot Santa, Krampus. And I think that's it. Oh, and then there's a Mythic Legions accessory pack. Probably gonna cancel that because it was a bunch of like glowy effects. I'm like, I don't know if I really need those. I need to go page 4, not 5. More accessory packs from Mythic Legions I'm probably not gonna keep. Mafex backup Cyborg Superman, Mafex backup Classic Spider-Man. The Into the Spider-Verse clear version of Miles Morales from Sentinel, which I already got from Hobby Link Japan, so going to be canceling that. Figure Arts, GT, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Figure Arts, Evil Boo, but I'm getting that for free using my points on the Sideshow. Let's see, Marvel Select Apocalypse, I might keep that. NECA Gargoyles, Super 7 Lilo and Stitch, just because I really like Lilo and Stitch, and I was like, oh,
okay, all right.
Figure Arts Kakashi, Figure Arts Venom, I'll probably keep that one because I don't think I have that pre-order on Ami. Still have Beast and Scorpion because I didn't get the first batch in this account because it's been algorithmed out of getting things when they come in first. Luckily, my other account got both of them, even if one was on accident. Mafex Steel from Return of Superman, Mafex Thor, that's Figure Arts, No Way Home, the 3 Spider-Men. And page 6, the final one, I've got the worst Robot Reaper from Super 7 just because I thought it was cool. And then I've got, apparently I pre-ordered backups of Vegeta and Trunks on this one too. So I have them on both accounts just in case. Mafex Scarlet Spider. I'll need to switch that over to the other account. Godzilla from Super 7 and Biollante from Super 7, along with Mecha Godzilla and Overheated Burning Godzilla.
I feel bad for that, Godzilla.
So I'll need to switch those over to the other account.
Yeah, you should feel bad.
He's overheating and burning
because he fucking dies because of those injuries.
Well, I thought they had a cure for gonorrhea.
No, he fucking died. This is not a time to joke.
I apologize. I'm gonna make a statement in the next episode about offending any Godzilla. Put a sensitivity warning at the beginning.
Trigger warning. Jarmar has some strong views about gonorrhea and Godzilla.
Burning an inchy Godzilla. That's not. I missed that movie.
That's the new one that's coming out next year. Godzilla versus Gonorrhea.
Oh,
So
this
isn't
time it's
good doors
personal.
just comes. So you have a lot of Mafex on there.
Yes.
Do you also double up your Mafex on Ami Ami? You said.
So
Like,
Ami Ami, I
or
have.
Is this just like
this is just
throwing in there?
This is literally backup in case Ami Ami for some reason fails, or in case I get it and there's something wrong where it's like broken or super hard to get and stuff like that. Because Ami Ami, I am going to transition to start ordering doubles on there instead because it's significantly cheaper. Because Big Bad Toy Store, like, for whatever reason, past me ordered 3 of the symbiote Spider-Mans from Ami Ami, and even after shipping, it cost me $200. Big Bad Toy Store was selling him for like $105 for one. So I'm like,
oh wow,
and that was before shipping. So I'm like, maybe I should just have my doubles and just suck it up, and then I'll have an extra one that I can trade or sell afterwards, because it does not feel like it's worth it to even use Big Bad as a backup at that point.
Yeah, I mean, your backup is like worst case scenario, but yeah, if you're getting like screwed over in price wise, that
because I'm paying at least $30 to $40 per figure more than what they are in Ami Ami, so it's kind of not worth it. But yeah, so I think that's going to be my plan going forward, especially after, like I said, the symbiote Spider-Man thing, where for whatever reason I ordered so many of them, and I was so surprised when I was like, oh, it's only $200 and I got 3 of them. Like, fuck, maybe I need to do this more often.
That yin conversion.
Yeah, man, it's wild. So I guess, like, realistically, Nate, like, is there anything in your pre-orders that are actually for you that you're gonna keep? Because
well, he's got a couple.
He had a couple, but it seemed like over half of them were for someone else.
Yeah. Well, let's continue on. So previously I think I said the Swarm Trooper, but that was the accessory pack. So Swarm Trooper and accessory pack reissue for Action Force.
That's right.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe core, which that means the CGI kids show. Savage Eternia set of 3 figures, which includes Hordak, Savage, He-Man, and Merman. So I'll be excited about those. Masters of the Universe Origins, Snake Armor Skeletor. I get almost all my Motu now exclusively through Big Bad. I don't trust the stores.
That's fair.
They don't. Stores are backlogged, so I'm ordering everything through Big Bad, and I've gotten the last several waves from them. So, unless I would happen to see them in stores, or if they're exclusive, like with the Target situation, there was some recent, exclusives, but otherwise I'll just order through there. Hence, continuing on, the Masterverse Deluxe Skeletor based on the movie. Masterverse Deluxe He-Man, also based on the movie. Masterverse Revelations Roboto. Masterverse Revelations Evelyn version 2. Masterverse New Eternia Stratos. And Masterverse Princess of Power Frosta. And Masters of the Universe Masterverse Revelations Man-E Faces. So write these names down, Jarmar.
Man-Eat Faces.
Man-E Faces.
Yeah, like many faces.
I'm still stuck when you said merman, and he doesn't look like a mermaid at all.
Nope.
So, is the price the exact same?
No. They are a few dollars more, but
okay.
I'd rather
do that than
it's
worry.
like discount drug mart. It saves me the runaround.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know if is that their slogan.
It used to be.
Yeah, at least it used to be. The next page has a big one. And that is the Dragon Ball Z SH Figure Arts Porunga and Dende Luminous Dragon Ball set. Yeah.
Did you pre-order that this year?
Oh, let's see.
I could have swore that was this year.
It feels like it's been a while, but
so.
no, that would
make
sense.
Back in spring
or
summer.
This is what I
July.
Okay, yeah, that makes
July
sense.
7th. So yeah, that one is happening. It didn't it only went up to pre-order there and maybe one other place, so I snapped it up while I could. I didn't know the situation with it, and so I wanted it. Next thing up is the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Super Action Statue Weather Report. Not for me.
Action statue.
I do like that show though. Transformers Studio Series 86 Core Class Decepticon Rumble. This one is on dangerous ground because if I find it in the store, I'm going to buy it. Normally, I don't pre-order Transformers. Normally, I actually wait and buy those in the store because for whatever reason, Hasbro has no problem shipping those and stores stock those aplenty. So that's the one thing I like give myself to look out for. Next thing up is the Transformers G.I. Joe Bumblebee, Awe Striker, and Stalker figure set. So much like the Megatron and Baroness set, this is the same kind of thing. So it's an Awe Striker that transforms into Bumblebee. I've got my Dragon Ball Z SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan Trunks, SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan Vegeta, Super 7 Godzilla versus Biollante.
Okay.
You had us in the first.
Yeah, I was just like, excuse me, like
I said Super 7.
You dropped it even more than the rest of us. So I was very confused by that one.
Which one?
The Super 7, because you started with Super 7. I'm like, you dropped all the Super 7 stuff. What did you pre-order?
Yeah, no, I still have Super 7 Biollante, Burning Godzilla with his gonorrhea, Mecha Godzilla, the Toho Shogun Ultimates Godzilla, the Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla Mezco 5 points XL figure box set, Godzilla versus Destroya Ultimates 1200 Celsius Godzilla.
Oh, I need to pre-order that one, yeah.
And Destroya. So in celebration, I got my new shirt. So
nice.
Dude, there is Burning Godzilla.
Gonorrhea-zilla.
Gonorrhea-zilla. Right
it
there.
It explains why he's so angry. He's like,
definitely.
It
burns.
Now, Jarmar, you need to show off your shirt.
Oh, you want me to show me?
Oh shit! I did wear that today.
Show me your nips.
You can get your own at tpublic.com. Link in the description below.
At where?
tpublic.com.
Oh, you said T-Mobile.
Yes, tmobile.com.
What the fuck?
I will probably keep those Godzillas unless like the first one comes out and it's totally horrible. Or
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like it's really going to be dependent on how good it turns out.
Yeah. But I definitely didn't want to risk it. I am a little concerned. I don't know if you guys saw some of the prices that some of the turtle figures were going for on Entertainment Earth this week.
Yeah,
it does make me a little hesitant.
They're just trying to like get rid of stock real bad.
Yeah, like Shredder was down to like $15.
Yeah,
and that's kind of crazy.
I'm just chalking it up to them trying to get warehouse space.
Yeah,
because those figures are at this point over a year old. They need to get rid of them. So like,
yeah,
if it was like Wave 5 was already down to like $20, I'd be a little more worried.
Yeah, but still, they have a lot of those backlog. Like they didn't want to make too little, but they ended up making up way too many.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so that's how they look. My Pulse stuff is that stuff I will cancel no problem. Like,
oh yeah, because you aren't getting algorithmed.
Yeah, if I find it elsewhere, but sometimes I'll just leave it because it's the same price, and if I just like don't want to hassle with it, I'm just like, yeah, I'll just keep it. It'll show up eventually if I'm not in a real big hurry for it. And anymore, I'm not super in a big hurry for a lot of stuff. Like, like at least not Hasbro stuff. I'm not super like I gotta have it right now. Like if I get it later, I get it later. It's fine. I'll get it.
I feel like I've kind of come the same. Well, just with everything now. I understand your urge, Michael, but like,
well, I also have I have an algorithm to feed, so I kind of have to be a little more frivolous.
It's understandable
to an extent.
It's understandable.
Otherwise, the channel will eventually die because it won't have anything. Because I can't.
What do you mean? We have amazing episodes like this. So.
Yes, I'm sure that a lot of people have made it to the end of this episode. While we are very interesting people, and a couple people have said that we have great chemistry and they feel that we should be more popular, which I do appreciate your kind words.
That was me.
Oh, so I'm glad you're making kayfabe accounts to make me feel like this is all worth it. Thanks, bud. But yeah, I still need like the reviews and the Let's Poses usually outperform all of our other videos, so like I need to keep those kind of pumped out. And Mofex, unfortunately, isn't pumping figures out monthly or weekly, I guess. And if they were, I'd be living under the bridge somewhere. But
I don't know if you'd have to do that just because you not reviewing Mofex.
Well, no, I'm saying because
I
wouldn't have anything to review then. Because if that's
fair.
my main line and I'm not really collecting many other things, I'd have nothing to post. So, but if they were bringing things out every week, I'd be spending $400 a month just on 4 figures. But yeah, let us know in the comments below how many things you have pre-ordered, how many things you actively actually end up getting, or if you cancel them when you find them in store, or if you just kind of like me and you're like, oh, that's really cool, and then it goes to charge you, you're like,
no,
maybe not. Also, someone commented on a recent video asking, it was actually the replay of OnlyFigs, our weekly live stream on Twitch, asking why we don't stream on YouTube. And I am considering looking into seeing if it still murders the channel's algorithm if we stream on YouTube. If it does not, I have a poll going right now in the community tab of our channel asking if people would actually tune in if we start streaming on YouTube alongside Twitch or instead of Twitch. So please go and vote and let us know if you would actually tune in, and maybe help me decide if it's worthwhile, because the longest time it wasn't beneficial for smaller channels because it would, for whatever reason, the YouTube algorithm would get angry that you're doing live streams and long form content, and
how dare you.
It would just kind of kill you in the water, like leave you dead in the water, so that way your videos wouldn't perform and it wouldn't push your videos out. But if they fix that and there's enough people who are like, yeah, I'd tune in, I'm definitely willing to consider at least, dual streaming on both, or potentially dropping Twitch altogether, depending on, how I'm feeling that day. But in the meantime, if for some reason you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Helps us out in the channel, gets you a bunch of fun toy-related content in your feed. We've got reviews on Mondays with the Let's Pose videos on Tuesdays, the replay of our live stream on Wednesdays, and the wonderful podcast where we just talk to each other for an hour-ish on Fridays. You can check us out Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Modern Toy Fair. And you can check us out Wednesday nights, 10 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/Modern Toy Fair, where we go over our weekly purchases on OnlyFigs. You can check Jarmar out over on metal.tv/Jarmar Games. Nate, what do you got this week?
I was not prepared, even though we do this every single time. And I'll go with a recommendation this week. And I'll just go with I'll be like everybody else, maybe 3-4 weeks ago, and I'll recommend Wednesday. I just finished it and it was very enjoyable.
It's
very good.
You said a couple weeks ago you recommend Wednesday, and I'm like, are
you trying to remember about the live stream? He's like,
you talking about watch us now? Like, we don't. Okay,
he's like, go back and watch 2 weeks ago's episode.
Yeah,
which on YouTube would be a week ago's episode. So it's gonna get real confusing with the math here.
Yes,
but
Wednesday.
No, it was really well done, and I enjoyed it. And yeah, there's some flaws, but like whatever, like you can enjoy it and have a good time and be entertained. So.
Awesome. I still need to check it out.
Likewise.
Trying to think if there's anything else before we go. Make sure to check out this week's review of the Marvel Legends Retro carded Scorpion, and last week's episode of the podcast where we interviewed Bobby Vala from Valorverse.
Yes.
And we got to talk about a bunch of things, including, his aspirations to make a giant-ass vehicle, and going to have Christmas Action Force stuff here in a week or so. So check that out. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching. Oh man, this is fucking with my left and right.